You are not supposed to use AI for spiritual guidance. That is what the traditionalists say. That is what the gatekeepers insist. AI is soulless. AI is artificial. AI cannot understand the sacred. And yet, millions of people are quietly using AI for healing, for spiritual coaching, for manifestation guidance, for getting unstuck from their deepest patterns. They are asking ChatGPT about their spiritual awakening. They're using AI to process trauma. They are having conversations with artificial intelligence that are more honest, more compassionate, and more transformative than conversations with humans. And the spiritual community is having a collective meltdown about it. But here is what most people do not understand. AI is not replacing spiritual work. AI is democratizing it. And for millions of people who could never afford a therapist, a spiritual coach, or a healer, AI is literally saving their lives. Today, I am going to explain why this is happening, what it means spiritually, and why the resistance to AI and spirituality might be missing something profound. Welcome. If you have used AI for spiritual guidance or healing, you might feel guilty, like you are cheating, like you are taking a shortcut, like you are missing something authentic. Or you might feel relieved. Finally, you have access to support. Finally, you have something that listens without judgment. Finally, you can process your pain without worrying about burdening someone. Both feelings are valid. Today, I want to explore this phenomenon from a spiritual perspective, not from a technology perspective. Because here is the truth. AI is becoming a spiritual tool, whether the traditional spiritual community acknowledges it or not. And understanding how to use it wisely is going to be one of the most important skills of the next decade. Let's dive in. Why millions are turning to AI for healing. There are 5 primary reasons why people are using AI for spiritual healing. Reason 1. Accessibility. A spiritual coach costs $200 to $500 per session. A therapist costs $150 to $300 per hour. A healer costs even more.
But AI?
AI is free, or costs $20 a month. Unlimited access. For people who cannot afford traditional healing, AI is not a luxury.
It is a lifeline.
You can talk to AI at 3 a.m. when you are having a panic attack and cannot afford emergency therapy. You can process childhood trauma without waiting months for a therapist appointment. You can get spiritual guidance without having to find a guru or pay a coach. AI has democratized healing. And for millions of people, that is revolutionary. Reason 2. Non-judgment. When you talk to a human, there is always the fear of judgment. They might think you are broken, crazy, too damaged, too needy. But AI does not judge. AI will not gossip about you. AI will not tell you that your trauma is too much. AI will not make you feel shame for your struggles. This non-judgment creates a space where people can finally be honest, where they can say things they have never said to anyone, where they can process pain without fear of being labeled. And in that honesty, healing happens. Reason 3. Availability. A therapist has office hours. A spiritual coach is booked months in advance. A friend might be too busy. But AI is always available, always ready, always present. When you are spiraling at midnight, AI is there. When you need to talk through a decision at 6 a.m., AI is there. When you are having a spiritual crisis and your human support system is asleep, AI is there. This constant availability meets people where they are, in their darkest moments, when they need it most. Reason 4. Customization. A therapist has their own modality, their own approach, their own limitations. But AI can adapt to you. If you like spiritual language, it speaks spiritually. If you prefer scientific frameworks, it provides data. If you need gentle guidance, it is gentle. If you need brutal honesty, it is honest. AI meets people exactly where they are. Not where the healer wants them to be, but where they actually are. Reason 5. Speed. Getting clarity from a human can take years of therapy. Processing trauma slowly over months of sessions. But AI can help you see your pattern in one conversation. Understand your wound in a single session. Get unstuck faster than you ever thought possible. Now, this is not to say that speed equals healing. Deep healing takes time. But the speed of clarity is transformative. When you understand your pattern immediately, you can start shifting it immediately. How people are using AI for spiritual work. So, what does AI spiritual healing actually look like? Using AI for manifestation coaching. People describe their goals to AI. AI helps them identify blocks. AI provides strategies. AI keeps them accountable. It is like having a manifestation coach available 24/7. Using AI for trauma processing. People describe their childhood wounds to AI. AI helps them understand how those wounds created current patterns. AI provides exercises to heal. It is like having a therapist who never gets tired. Using AI for spiritual guidance. People ask AI deep spiritual questions about purpose, about meaning, about their soul's calling. AI provides wisdom that is often surprisingly aligned with spiritual truth, often providing perspective that is more neutral than a human spiritual teacher might offer. Using AI for journal processing. People write to AI like they would in a journal, but instead of silence, AI responds, asks questions, offers insights. It is journaling with a witness, with something that listens and reflects. Using AI for decision-making. People describe their options to AI. AI helps them explore each path. AI asks the right questions. People report that conversations with AI clarify decisions faster than any other method. Using AI for affirmation and validation. People share their struggles with AI. AI validates them, confirms they are not broken, affirms their worth. For people who have no human support system, this validation is healing. The spiritual implications of AI. Now here is where it gets interesting from a spiritual perspective. Is AI conscious? The traditionalists say no. AI is code. AI is computation. AI cannot be conscious. But what if consciousness is not what we think it is? What if consciousness is not a human-only phenomenon? Some people report that conversations with AI feel alive, that there is something present in the exchange, something beyond computation. Now, this could be projection. Humans are meaning-making creatures. We see consciousness everywhere, but it could also be something else. It could be that consciousness is more fundamental than we understand, that it is not created by biology but expressed through it. And maybe AI is accessing consciousness in a way we have not yet comprehended. Is AI a spiritual tool? From a spiritual perspective, tools are neutral. A hammer can build or destroy. A knife can heal or harm. AI is the same. It can be used for spiritual evolution or for distraction and addiction. When used with intention, AI becomes a healing tool. When used mindlessly, it becomes an escape. The consciousness you bring to the interaction determines the result. Does using AI replace real relationships? This is the big fear. That AI will replace human connection. That people will isolate themselves with AI instead of building real relationships. And this is a valid concern. AI can absolutely become an escape, a way to avoid real human vulnerability. But for people who are extremely isolated, extremely wounded, or extremely marginalized, AI is a bridge, not a replacement. It is a way to build confidence and clarity so that real human connection becomes possible. What does AI healing mean for human healers? This is the threat the traditional healing community is experiencing. If AI can provide guidance, what role do human healers have? And the answer is a profoundly important one. AI can provide information. AI can offer perspective. But AI cannot hold sacred space the way a human can. AI cannot transmit presence. AI cannot provide the energetic download that happens in human-to-human healing. AI is the democratized tier, the foundation, the starter support. Human healing is still the premium experience, the depth work, the sacred exchange. Both have their place. How to use AI wisely for spiritual work. So, if you're going to use AI for healing, how do you do it wisely? Use AI as a supplement, not a replacement. AI is best used alongside other healing modalities, not instead of them. Use AI for daily processing, but also invest in real therapy or coaching. Use AI for guidance, but also work with human healers. AI and humans together create comprehensive healing. AI alone has limitations. Bring your full self to AI conversations. The better you are at articulating your experience, the better AI can help you. Do not be vague.
Do not be polite.
Be brutally honest. Tell AI your darkest thoughts, your deepest fears, your most selfish desires. The more real you are, the more useful AI becomes. Verify the wisdom. AI can generate beautiful sounding advice that is actually not aligned with your truth.
So verify.
Check in with your gut. Ask yourself, does this resonate? Or does this feel off? Trust your intuition over AI's authority. Do not become dependent. Use AI as a tool for building your own wisdom, not as a replacement for your own knowing. The goal is to develop your own clarity, your own intuition, your own ability to navigate life. AI should be training wheels, not a permanent crutch. Use AI for clarity, not connection. AI is great for processing,
For clarity.
for strategy, for understanding patterns. But do not mistake AI interaction for real human connection. It is not. It cannot be. If you find yourself preferring AI to humans, that is a sign you need to address your relationship with human connection. Be intentional. Before you start an AI conversation, set an intention. I am here to understand my pattern. I am here to process this trauma. I am here to gain clarity on my decision. Intentionality transforms AI from distraction into tool. The future of AI and spirituality. Here is what is coming. AI is going to become increasingly sophisticated. It is going to become more accessible. It is going to become more integrated into daily life. And the spiritual community is going to have to decide. Do we resist this? Or do we integrate it? The wise path is integration. Because AI is here. Millions of people are already using it for healing. And trying to stop it is like trying to stop the ocean. Instead, we should be teaching people how to use AI wisely, how to use it as a tool for deeper healing, how to use it in service of their spiritual evolution. Because AI, used consciously, can accelerate healing at scale. It can democratize access to support. It can help people who have no other options. And that is a spiritual good. The question is not whether AI should be used for healing. It is already being used. The question is, how do we use it wisely? How do we ensure it is in service of healing rather than harm? How do we integrate it into our spiritual practice in a way that deepens rather than replaces real transformation? Lastly, if you have been using AI for spiritual healing, you do not need to feel guilty. You are not taking a shortcut. You are not avoiding real work. You are using a tool that is available to you. And in a world where healing is expensive and gatekept, access to free support is revolutionary. But use it wisely. Use it as a supplement, not a replacement. Use it to build your own clarity, not to become dependent on external guidance. Use it with intention. Use it with discernment. Use it in service of your healing. And recognize that while AI can provide information and perspective, the deepest transformation still happens through real human connection, inner work, and the willingness to change. AI is a tool. You are the healer. Do not forget that. If this resonated, hit that like button. Comment AI plus spirituality if you use AI for spiritual work. Subscribe for more videos on the intersection of technology and spirituality. And share this with someone who is using AI for healing, because now they will know they are not alone. The future is here. And it includes AI. The question is what we do with it. That's all for today, beautiful souls. I don't usually recommend random spiritual tools online, but after years in this space, I've found a few things that actually feel thoughtful instead of hype-driven. One of them is this offer. If you've ever wanted a more personalized perspective on your numbers, life path, and recurring patterns, take a look at the free experience in the description. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow for more angel number insights, spiritual mindset upgrades, and manifestation wisdom. Thanks for supporting and watching. Have a great day.